People deluded. Now, don't shoot the messenger, but there is emerging reports that sadly talented under 16-year-old player Malcom Ebiowei has been released by the club or is leaving the club. For me, I don't know the reasons. They still be unclear. It is a bit of a shocker. I don't know if he's got another team lined up. I don't know if he's been released. I don't know if he's decided to leave Arsenal. I don't know why. I just know this talented young man, is leaving Arsenal. For me, it's an L. It's a massive L. He was released by Chelsea a couple of years ago. We picked him up. Personally, I think he's one of them that's got potential to go all the way. Potential is just a buzzword. Players have to realise potential, so don't get excited with me saying that. But I think he's a very good player. Can play on the left, can play on the right, can cut in, can take a man down the flanks. Lovely free kick, lovely bravado. And I think it's just a case of realising his potential, developing in relation to his age and where he should be, probably defining his game at times, making him play slightly more simpler, potentially making him more proactive to the dark arts of the game, in particular marking. But that will all come into place. He's a talented player. So to hear he's left Arsenal allegedly, people, is upsetting for me, because I've seen many talented young players leave that was touching the first team. You already know the long list of the Gnabry's, the Jeffs, the Marlons, the Benassias, etc., etc. And for me, we're seeing a couple of talented schoolboys left. We lost Okoflex to Celtic. We lost Musa to Valencia after he was playing as a schoolboy for the under-18s. We're now going to lose Malcom Ebiowei, which I believe he was going to be part of a strong scholarship side to come this season. If I had to take a guess, I'd say Edu's son would have got a scholar. Pantino's going to get a scholar. Flores is going to get a scholar. Ebiowei would have been there. Amari Hutchinson, in my opinion, should be handed a scholarship. You've obviously got Taylor Foran and Alex Kirk, Amon Louise in defence, Brooke Naughty, I believe his name is, a right back as well. You've got some very talented players dotted around them under 16s, and I was excited to see them join the first year scholars this year that are talented and link up next year and have a strong side. Whatever reason he's been released, I don't know, and it's unclear, but it's a bitter pill to swallow for me anyways, because I'm seeing talented players leave. And as an Arsenal fan, as a youth fan, a fan of youth football, it pains me, people, to see this happen year on, year out. He's not going to have an issue finding clubs. I believe every club in England will queue up to listen to try and get him. I believe the big boys and the rest of the top six will be looking at him. I believe Celtic should go for him. They've got Okoflex. They've took young Frimpong from City and now he's playing. I think he should look to go to a scheme like that. Or I know he's good friends with Noah Hayo, I believe, formerly of City, now of Leipzig. Potentially, could he go to Leipzig and find a pathway? I don't think he's ready tomorrow to be a first-team player, but I do believe by the time he's 18, if he's not made his debut in the first-team environment and one of them that's getting minutes here and there, there's something seriously wrong. I think if he picks his next club right, it could be great. Now, again, I don't want to speculate, but there's got to have been something crazy to have happened for Arsenal to release him or for him to leave the club, because he was, again, there's no guarantees in football, but I'd go as far to say he was a shoo-in for a scholarship and one to keep your eyes on. So it's a bitter pill to swallow to lose someone like that. Like I said, he's going to have a pick of clubs, man. Southampton should look at him as well, to be fair with you. Every Prem club should have a look at him, and they will have a look at him. Like I said, he will not be short of admirers, people. You see him doing the Adidas events and all of these sort of things. It's a bitter pill to swallow, man. It is what it is. Now, again, I don't know anyone connected to the club. This is something that's actually emerging online, really. But people deluded. There's not really much more to say. It is what it is, man. I wish Malcom Ebiowei all the best. I hope he realises his potential. I hope he actually comes back to Arsenal. He's been at Arsenal from the little bits of footage I've seen of him. I've enjoyed watching him play, man. So I wish him all the best as he continues his future. The talent's there. Been capped at Dutch and England youth international level. One of the standout players at under 16s for Arsenal, and has been in relative to that age group for a while. But it is what it is, man. He won't be the first shocking decision I see. He won't be the last. All we can do is deal with it. I wish him all the best. People, deluded. I'm out. Thank you for watching and rocking each and every time as usual.